Next up, we've got what I think is a very fun market because we've got the tight ends, and that's none other than the amazing Travis Kelce. And I gotta give huge props to the Kelce brothers for putting out absolutely amazing content the week leading up to the Super Bowl. They are going to be the first two brothers to have faced each other in a Super Bowl game. Their parents are absolutely phenomenal to watch, and I think everyone loves betting on Travis Kelce, and Mo is going to touch on that. So let's go ahead and send it over to Mo. Here to break down Super Bowl props for the tight ends is Mo Nawara.
For tight end props for the Super Bowl, I think obviously we have two pretty high volume tight ends, and most people are going to be most interested in betting Travis Kelce props probably. I'm a little more interested in Dallas Goedert, but starting off with Travis Kelce, most of his numbers are right around his kind of season averages, which I think is probably about where he should end up in this matchup. There's nothing like too crazy one way or the other about the Eagles' defense against tight ends. I think a couple variables that could push it one way or the other would be, it kind of did seem like he was a little limited toward the end of that Bengals game with the back injury. Should be good, but just you never know if that could re-aggravate. And more importantly, I think the Chiefs receivers could kind of push him one way or the other if they are playing and make it through the game healthy. I don't know if that would help or hurt him, honestly, because he might just draw a ton of defensive attention if they're out, but he'll also get a ton of targets. So those two things could kind of cancel out. The one that sticks out the most to me, honestly, with Kelce is I do think his prop to score a touchdown might be a little bit lower than it should be. You can get as low as minus 114 in the middle of Super Bowl week here. His career numbers with Mahomes suggest he should be closer to minus 140 on that one. And then his playoff numbers with Mahomes are like insane. He scored, I think it was 15 touchdowns in 17 games. So I do think there's something to him being maybe a little bit of a bigger part of the playoff offense when push comes to shove. So that's the one I would most look toward for the Chiefs here. I do think their passing offense is going to have success against the Eagles. So Travis Kelce should be the biggest beneficiary of that. And yeah, he's definitely the most likely player to score here for the Chiefs. On the other side of it, we have Dallas Goedert, who has been a little bit quiet after a really, really strong start to the season. I don't know if it's all his fault. I'm wondering if a lot of it is due to Jalen Hurts' shoulder. He just hasn't seemed to be able to get the ball downfield. And that's making me look toward a bet I made in the 49ers game, which was under on his long play, which looks like you can get 19.5, under 19.5 minus 115. I think that's another good play here. Average depth of target his last three games is 3.9, 4.8, and 3.5. So they just don't seem to be using him as anything but kind of a safety valve / check down guy. Overall, just I think A.J. Brown has pushed him a little closer to the line of scrimmage. Just A.J. Brown commanding so many downfield targets. Some of them I think used to maybe be going to Goddard here. So yeah, I do think that one, even though the Chiefs are not as strong as the 49ers in terms of limiting tight ends, I do think under 19.5 is probably a good play, given how limited Jalen Hurts has been. Just seems to be not surpassing really 150 yards passing since he came back. So I do like that one. And yeah, whether you tail these or not, best of luck hunting value on the tight end props here for the Super Bowl.